Welcome to our new podcast, Fighting Duality. Formerly, 2 Arcles, 1 Squirrel.
And that other name we had that we've forgot about now, that had too many other searches.
Too many other searches. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get our feet wet and try and figure out what we're trying to do here.
One of these days we'll have our ish together.
Hopefully sometime soon.
It'll come together like buck cheeks. So what is this, episode number 5? 4 or 5?
It would be technically it would be number 1 for the new YouTube channel.
Right. But I know there's a couple of people that follow us, and so now I just got asked last week before, something like that, within recent time, if we were doing another one anytime soon. And I think we tried to do one last week, but you had to get up too early because I guess there's people that work during the day. I don't know.
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous. I don't understand.
I know you should be sleeping during the day.
I know. Damn vampires.
Right. So I did get offered a day job, but I turned it down.
You got offered a day job and turned it down?
Yes, I did.
Why?
It was an actual, I would have had my own office. I would have made the exact same pay. It was like a lateral. It was going to be a lateral hire, but I turned it down.
Oh, good gravy. You like them night hours, huh?
I do. I'm just not ready to step out of the darkness into the light. I'm just not ready for it.
As a former welder and transitioning over to what I do now, I get up a little bit earlier than I used to, and I stay out a lot longer than I used to. I don't like it.
To me, mornings are depressing.
Well, I enjoy my coffee. That's why I wake up in the morning. That is my...
I mean, that's what I do in the evening, though, when I wake up in the afternoon.
See, that's just freaking weird.
No. And I'll drink coffee before I go to bed. I mean, I got to have my coffee.
I drink coffee before I go to bed, too, but that's probably because I drink like 2 pots worth of coffee to myself.
So... I did find a new coffee that I do like. It's at Sprouts.
At Sprouts?
And it's toasted pecan.
Ooh.
It is really good. Well, okay. I can't say it's really, really good because it's not Texas pecan like they have down in Texas. And it's sold at Hebe. And yes, all you Texasans that call it H-E-B, it's called Hebe.
It's
or
H-E-B
Heb.
because I'm from
No,
Texas.
it's Heb. I don't give a shit.
Well, you could go to Fiesta Mart. Fiesta Mart was fun.
No, I'll pass.
Go to Buc-ee's.
So, absolutely. They got Texas pecan there too.
Yes, they do.
I love Buc-ee's. So actually, I did reach out to Buc-ee's here recently.
Uh-oh.
And I reached out, sending them an email to their corporate about a location because I've got a prime location for it.
Oh yeah, where's that?
Yeah. Well, it's in my hometown. Well, I can't say my hometown, but the town that I'm currently residing.
Okay.
Because my hometown is where I grew up. This where I'm residing now is not my hometown.
Yeah, I'm never going back to my hometown.
Yeah, where's that?
Houston.
Well, there's that.
Well, I mean, if you want to get real technical about it, I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and lived in Broken Arrow till I was 5, and then we moved to Houston till I was 15, and then I'm at where I'm currently at now, so.
Okay. Well.
But I, unfortunately, have to claim H-Town as home.
Well, Broken Arrow's home for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that'll always be home.
It's getting just as bad as Houston.
Well, so back when I was there, It wasn't like it is now, obviously. But yeah, that'll always be home. So.
Well, it has been a few weeks since we've done a podcast, and
it has.
The work schedule is conflicting, and like we said on our previous channel, you're out and about running around in your car, and I'm sitting here at the studio, and we're able to make it happen. So
we can't say it's work schedules collide. It's your sleep schedule,
dude.
It's all you, bub.
I'll give you that one because I can't stay up till 4 a.m. I'll start fading out so quick.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get through this before we fade out.
Oh my gosh. It's only 10 o'clock. We've got 45 minutes before I start dripping out.
Might get it more interesting then, right? All right. So I did.
Go ahead. I was going to say that it wouldn't be stories of what we've found and what we've researched. It would be stories of a madman slipping into unconsciousness. That
could be interesting.
Things that want to go there.
Never mind. Stop. So did you? I don't remember. Did you explain the new name?
I just mentioned it at the beginning. It's Fighting Duality. So the reason why we chose to go with Fighting Duality instead of 2 arc holes and 1 squirrel is because a whole lot of people have wondered what 2 arc holes meant. And because of YouTube and stuff like that, and just you can't really put 2 assholes on a title, especially if, unfortunately, some children were to come across it. I wouldn't want that. There is there is an adult rating for our podcast, so hopefully they're not listening to it. But
I mean, if they are, they got a sense of humor. Maybe I don't. We don't. It's not that bad. It's not like we're talking
like a sailor.
Well, but I mean, I grew up in a mechanic shop, so I mean, it wasn't nothing for me to hear F&B.
Yeah, I mean, that was also how many years ago, and now we're living in 2024 where everybody needs a safe space and a red card saying, I can't take this anymore.
I'm still living back then. I don't care.
Yeah, me too.
I don't give 2 S's about, So, so the
Fighting Duality, yeah.
Yes.
Do not say what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. I know you too
Fighting
well.
is not the first word that comes to mind. It begins with an F, but not fighting.
Well, the reason why I chose the name is because it's 2 conflicting things. We're constantly going back and forth on what we believe and what we don't believe. And it's
what I know and what you think. Yes.
However you want to look at it. See?
That's it.
But it's the duality of the situation, and it's great.
Right. No, I think it fits. But so with that being said, I did find if it says don't, somebody did it.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Yes, so this one comes this week. This sign comes from Vidal Sassoon. And I don't use these products because I have no hair. But it's on a hair dryer. And one of the instructions for use is do not use while sleeping.
Yes.
So that kind of goes with, did they ever put warning labels on toasters that said don't use it in the bathtub?
Actually, I think they did.
I will have to find out. But so this warning label this week has got me thinking, how much Ambien does one have to take to use a hairdryer while sleeping?
We need to test this theory.
I have heard that Ambien has done some weird things to people, or made people do weird things. Not do weird things to people, but yeah.
Well, could.
I was prescribed Ambien years ago, and I was too scared to take it because my luck, I would have ended up in my skivvies out in the middle of the road running down the street screaming or something. And for one, Fat Boy don't run. For two, I don't. I mean, the fear was being in my skivvies. Nobody wants to see that. I'd have been locked up.
Boy,
I mean,
tell me about it. If I were to trip ass and run through the streets in my skivvies, for one, they would chant Frank the Tank. Two, nobody wants to see that. The poor people's eyes. There was a medication that I got prescribed for smoking.
Yeah.
And the side effects for it were suicidal thoughts and what is it? I can't remember. It had something to do with, altering your personality. I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to keep smoking. It's not worth it.
Nice.
I don't want to end somebody's life or end my own.
But back to the Ambien. I mean, you ever seen a pepperoni pizza come running down the road at you?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I may have seen something very similar while tripping on mushrooms when I was younger.
Look at those pepperonis.
I have a story about a pepperoni, and it was a what's the pizza that comes with olives and onions and Supreme?
Oh, Supreme,
yeah, Supreme pizza. So we had a Supreme pizza delivered to our house. I was like 17, years and years ago, but we had a pizza delivered to our house, and I thought it was kind of weird that the pizza got there in like 10 minutes. But I didn't think anything of it. There was a bunch of us there. We were having a party, whatever. And turns out it was the neighbor down the street. It was their pizza. Our pizza went to their house. They got the pizzas mixed up.
Okay.
So the Supreme pizza that we got was a special Supreme pizza. It tasted rather earthy.
Oh, no. They ruined it.
They ruined it. They put psychedelic mushrooms on our pizza.
What?
Oh, yeah. Somebody ordered a special pizza and got psychedelic mushrooms put on that bitch.
There was a movie back in our day that if you added extra anchovies.
Oh, God.
I'm just probably one of the dumbest movies there was back in the day.
No. Never. It's like putting pineapple on pizza. That shit just don't work. Unless you cannot do pineapple and Canadian bacon. It has to be pineapple and pepperoni.
No,
yes, absolutely.
Pineapple and Canadian bacon.
Get out of here, hoser. We don't put Canadian food on our food.
All right, bitch ass. You put beans in your chili?
Only because my wife forces me to.
No, beans belong in chili.
No, they do not.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
Yes.
That is not chili.
Then what are you going to have? Beef soup?
Yes.
No.
Wait a minute. What do you mean soup? Your chili's runny?
My chili's not runny. I put beans in it, and I let it, cook and, thicken and all that other good stuff.
God.
I've got good chili.
I've got good chili.
Beans, music, fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
We put beans in ours because my family's weird and likes beans.
My family's weird and likes beans.
I'm from Texas. We don't put beans in it where it doesn't belong.
So there you go. Wow. Boy, we really went left field on that one from
going back
don't
to
use while sleeping. Yeah.
I think Bill Engvall did one on that very thing. It was either Bill Engvall or it was Robin Williams. I can't remember, but they were like, when's the last time you woke up and you were styling your hair? Like, damn, I was sleep styling again.
Yeah.
That's like the warning label on a tube of Preparation H. It says, do not ingest orally. When's the last time,
Well, I mean, that could be for all those people that talk shit. I mean,
you could write a letter to Preparation H and be like, damn, I've eaten this whole dang tube and I've still got these hemorrhoids, but I can swallow a jelly bean real fast.
My damn mouth is numb.
So I came across this picture on Facebook, and I absolutely had to screenshot it, and I tried to send it to you, but I forgot to. It's tampons for non-binary.
Oh, I think you did send me those.
Gender-neutral tampons.
Yes, just find a hole.
And hope for the rest. Hope for the best.
Yes.
Yeah. Good one.
Oh, Lord.
Humans are 90% water, basically cucumbers with anxiety.
What the Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, well, there you go. If it says don't, somebody did. And, yeah, that's till next week.
That really goes, that applies to a lot of things. Like work, for instance. My boss tells me not to do a lot of things, and I do it anyway.
Well, but I mean, that's like the one we had a couple of weeks ago that said take clothes off before ironing. Or before you,
remove children before ironing.
Or, before drying or whatever, or washing. Or now, I wonder if that one came out back in the days they had washboards. I might have mentioned that on that episode. I don't remember, but
I don't think you did, but that's a good point. Have you ever ran your knuckles across one of those damn washboards?
I mean, I guess that would set your kid straight if you come here, you little ass.
Set me straight, and I wasn't even trying.
Right.
I sure cussed up a storm.
Oh, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So what do you got on this week? Anything good, or what are we going to talk about?
Well, we had something lined up. The blobs.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get my screen pulled back up here.
So while you're doing that, so yours is about raining jelly.
Yes.
So it goes from raining jelly, they take it, test it, so they make it from jelly to preserves. And
luckily for me, it pulled right up. Yeah, the Oakville blobs out of Oakville, Washington, the state, not D.C.
Right.
But the weird thing about these blobs is it only fell in Oakville. It didn't fall anywhere else. And when people were actually touching them, to figure out what in the hell this thing is, those people that touched it actually got sick. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with them. It only lasted a little while and they got better.
Right.
But they sent these things out to be tested, and it's 30 years later, and they still don't have any definitive answer on what exactly it is. But some scientists think that it has to do with jellyfish.
I mean, they are close to the ocean.
They are, but it's only this small little town, which makes absolutely no sense.
And so I was thinking about that, and I was just like, okay, water, evaporates, it makes clouds, and it floats down wherever, whatever. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere.
Right.
But I guarantee you, if you get in a plane or a helicopter, whatever right now, and you go up in the sky, you're not going to run into, like, moisture or jelly.
No.
So I wonder if there's a scientific way that it could have gelled up somehow. I mean, because you got acid rain.
Well, you did.
That's true. But
that is a whole nother conspiracy. Oh my God.
And then you've got, yeah. Anyway, so in relation to your whole jelly or preserves or jam or whatever you want to call it, Um, back in Kentucky back in March of 1876, actually, in Bath County, Kentucky, they had a meat shower.
A meat shower.
Yeah, and it was a small little area. It was like 100 by 50 in Olympia Springs. Now, scientists did take it, and the first theories was, vulture vomit or cosmic meat. I've never heard of cosmic meat.
Cosmic meat?
Maybe aliens. Just saying.
Okay.
No, whatever. Yeah. So, because it appeared to be fresh, and it rained down for several minutes. And ironically enough, it happened about 11 o'clock in the morning, noonish, somewhere in there.
All right.
And so, now, what remains? So one piece of meat that was left is actually put on display in the Monroe Music, Medical, and Science Museum in Transylvania University.
Oh, wow.
Now, when they took it and dissected it and all that, they saw what appeared to be cartilage, lung tissue, and muscle tissue.
Aliens.
So they think that it's either a horse or from a human.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't know. And it only happened in 1876. So back then, we don't have the technology that we have today.
Right.
So, and this thing never really got talked about a whole lot. Not that I'm aware of, anyways.
It did, but it was all by Morse code and telegraph.
Well, yeah, way before our time.
So,
and I will have to send you a picture of this because there's a picture here.
That's disturbing.
But, yeah. But most people go along with the whole vulture vomit theory. They believe a flock of vultures likely vomited while flying high above the Kentucky farm.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
And a light breeze caught the meat, causing it to fall across from the farm like rain.
Oh, my gosh. Whatever.
I mean, I've never been able to just fly over something, me personally, and just yak. So I don't know if that's possible. But I do know that when I feel the urge to just earth everywhere, I need to stop what I'm doing and just earth.
Right. I'm not going to do it while I'm moving.
Right.
I can barely walk and chew gum at the same time, let alone fly and throw up.
Well, I mean, that's why we get to carry bags in the seat in front of you. Yeah, so there's that. And so, yeah, I thought that. Now, let's say if a hurricane was to happen, I could see like maybe fish.
Well, that I was fixing to say in 2010 in Iran, there's a video and they had fish falling from the sky and they said it was due to a tornado sucking them up out of the water. Right, and I can see that too. That would be a trip because that's like biblical type stuff. I mean, it's explainable, but it's like biblical type stuff.
Right.
Kind of like sulfur bombs falling from the sky. They have found proof that actually happened. So.
Well, so I was looking up, I don't have, well, let's see. I was trying to find something else that was kind of weird. But,
Besides us?
No, well, I mean, weather that was weird.
Oh.
Like the meat sweats. I mean, the meat shower and the whole jelly rain and things like that. But the only other thing I could find, and it's really not, to me, it's not unexplained. Because I was trying to find something that's unexplained.
Right.
And the only other thing that I could find that was unexplained, but it makes sense. I mean, there's science behind it.
Right.
Now, obviously, there's nobody left from 1876 in Kentucky that can explain the the meat showers to us. But I mean, the 1994, gelatin from the sky, that there, I'm sure there's somebody around that would know about it.
Oh yeah.
But I did find, and it's really not unexplained, because they even put water spouts listed as unexplained. I mean, that's easy. It's a tornado over water. How is that unexplainable? But I did find something interesting that I've never seen before, and it's called ball lightning.
Ball lightning?
Yep. It appears as a spherical luminescent object that can be pea-sized or several meters in diameter.
Huh.
Never seen it. Never seen ball lightning. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know. But that's... And then there's lenticular clouds. I'm getting tongue twisted on it. Have you ever heard of that before? Not lenticular like you got a lisp, but lenticular.
Okay.
Lenticular clouds, bizarre clouds that can take the shape of waves, pizza, pancakes, or even flying saucers.
Well, that just sounds like they're trying to cover up a flying saucer.
Well, they could be. I mean, it probably came from the National Weather Service.
There have been reports of people saying that flying saucers are cloaked by clouds. There's video proof of this stuff too. I mean, you can't tell that it's a flying saucer, but it sure looks a lot like it. So that's just kind of, ironic that they would put that out there. Oh, flying saucer shaped.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, dude, if I see a pizza flying in the sky, I'm going to have to take a drug test.
That goes back to the ambient at night and your pepperonis going down the road. If I see two flat pepperonis about eye level coming at me.
Oh, shit. It depends on how hungry I am.
Oh, man. Man, that's just wrong.
So, with the holidays coming up here in the next couple of months, we have October and Halloween and November and Thanksgiving and December and Christmas.
Right.
The Halloween one is going to be absolutely fun for sure.
Yeah.
But the Thanksgiving one, because we come from two different backgrounds, is going to be really fun as well.
Well, I mean, you'd be like the Pilgrim, and I'd have to be the Indian. I mean, that's all there is to it.
I ain't doing the Pilgrim. Actually, technically we could, because
I thought you were going to say you're doing a Pilgrim.
I am, but that's besides the point. So,
wow,
my
that escalated quickly.
You did it, not me. You started that conversation. I'm just running with it. But
okay.
My wife did a family tree and stuff like that. Her and her sister's side, and they have a family member that came over on the Mayflower. So It doesn't get any more Pilgrim than that. So
did she do like the... I hate saying the name of this. 23andMe?
No, Ancestry.
20. Well, I think they do that, don't they? That little DNA thing?
Yeah.
And why would you call it 23andMe?
I don't know.
That's just chromosome. Wrong. I mean, never mind. Never mind.
But yeah, so I did it. My kids have done it. My wife did it. And her sister is really big into ancestry and family trees and stuff like that. And they've gone way, way back with hers. Like, we're talking kings and queens, medieval times type
How
distance.
do they? I mean, I get how you find it. I get that, but did they? So they were just sitting there, following the tree all the way back. Because I did this a few months ago on my own family tree, and
You have to
I
do a
hit a
lot of
roadblock.
ciphering.
Yeah, you
Because
do.
there's going to be a lot of things that pop up that may seem like they're connected, but they're not.
Right.
I know her sister has thousands of hours into researching their family tree and their family history and stuff like that. They were related to a king way back when. And, I kind of did a little digging around on mine and did a lot of linking and stuff like that. And I've actually traced one side of my family all the way back to King Harold Finehair, the first king of Vikings. So that was pretty cool. But my mom, she's the reason why I did it, because I've always been told that I was Cherokee Indian. Well, anybody that knows, anybody in the Midwest, whatever you want to call it, everybody's Cherokee.
Right.
But I did the DNA test and nothing came back Indian at all. It came back white, like Scottish, German, Irish, and Nordic. White.
Well, so I think what we can, just to give people a heads up. So come Thanksgiving, you never know. We might talk about the actual heritage or something. It's going to be something neat. We'll find a conspiracy, a mystery, something. Something that will go along with the holiday, with the time.
Something like that.
And maybe we might even dig into why they call Black Friday Black Friday.
That would be
if
fun.
you already have an answer for that, I'm just gonna stop.
I have a remark to that, but it's not an answer.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not gonna say it until November.
Oh, see.
Man, I'll tell you though, I'm excited for the October podcast, multiple plural, that we're gonna do because of Salem and the witch trials, and that all kind of ties into the Halloween thing. And also, what is going on here? Can you still hear me?
Stand by.